Hey guys, how's it going? This is a new series on my channel where I post videos about personal finance and helping you guys understand basic financial concepts to improve your financial literacy. Let's get started here with the difference between a company's earnings versus a company's cash flow. When analyzing a company's balance sheet, you'll see assets and liabilities. And an asset is basically anything of value that the company owns. It could be land, it could be the factories, it could be their products. So this is all a company's assets. And liabilities is what a company owes. So debt they have to the government, bank debt, etc., is all a liability. And so the net worth of a company is just their assets minus their liabilities. This is equal to the net worth of a company at a certain time. And earnings over two periods is just a difference in net worth between those two time periods. So if we're at T1 and we go to T2, the net worth at T1 is just W1. It's just A1, the assets at that time period, minus L1. And W2, the net worth at time two, is the assets at time two minus the liabilities at time two. And the earnings is just the change in the net worth. So it's W2 minus W1. These are the earnings of a company over a certain period. But the cash flow of a company is the earnings plus or minus the non-cash assets. So basically, in order to determine the cash flow, we want to add or subtract uh, anything that isn't cash from the earnings. And why do I say add or subtract? So why do I say add or subtract? It's because we say add or subtract because there are certain assets that either are positive or negative. So a negative non-cash asset could be depreciation, where a value loses where an asset loses value over time, or there could be positive non-cash assets, such as uh, ESO or employee stock ownership. And basically, you either take out the negative non-cash assets or you add back the positive non-cash assets in order to get the cash flow. So let's work through an example quickly. So say we have a company A, and at T1 it has $100 worth of assets in the value of a factory and $0 in liability. At T2, let's say this factory loses $5 of worth. So we go down to $95 and there's still no liabilities, just for the simplicity of the example. So the net worth at time one is A1 minus L1, which is just $100. The net worth at time two is $95 minus $0, which is $95. So the earnings from time one to time two is equal to 95 minus 100, which is negative $5. The depreciation here, as we noted earlier, is positive $5. So the cash flow is the earnings, and we add back the negative non-cash assets. So then we get $0 in cash flow for the company at that time. And the reason why these assets are calculated this way is because in finance we use something called an accrual system, which is whereby we do these calculations at as soon as the transaction happens. Okay, thanks for tuning in and putting in the effort to improve your personal finance. Thank you. Bye.